This is Izzy. She is my 8 o'clock dog, and she has a lot of hair. She comes, oh God, I don't know, every 6 to 8 weeks, maybe something like that. But she's a little overdue because I don't have any openings for a couple months. If you want to stay on a schedule at your groomers, you might want to make like 2 appointments at a time and just keep them going, because you might not be able to get in. I mean, I don't know about you, but where I live, there's a shortage of groomers. Actually, where I live, there's only me. So, and don't get mad at the groomer because you didn't make your appointment. Starting my day off with coffee. There's my little Shih Tzu. He died earlier this year. And there's my little Basset Hound puppy. She died too earlier this year. She was only a couple months old, and she actually broke her back trying to get out of her crate when I went to the store. So I should make a video on that. Just wet her down. I'm going to go ahead and load her up with shampoo. Her mother says that foot has been bothering her. See this foot she's holding up? So we will see how she does today. She is 13, so she might just have arthritis. For all I know, she could have a cracked toenail, you know, I don't know. Making sure I get her eyes clean real good in here, and her beard. Everybody gets conditioner after I use the shampoo. So I blow dried her for a few minutes, but her hair is so thick she's not going to dry. Not fast anyway. So I'm just going to towel her off, clean up my mess in the tub, and finish drying her on the table. These are my 6-month-old Basset Hound puppies. I'm just letting them in for a few minutes before I start her haircut. They're being nosy. They're sniffing everything back here. This is her crate. I put a little sleeping bag in there for her, but they don't want to get in it. I really don't want these guys in here, but they're so cute. I feel bad kicking them out. We'll see. If they behave, I'll leave them in. If not, I'll kick them out. Let me go ahead and get her out and finish blow drying her. Okay, so this is a Shih Tzu and a Bichon mixed. And as you can see, her feet get very hairy. The pads of the feet grow hair between the toes. The whole foot will get matted and very dirty if you don't keep this hair shaved out. So just shaving the bottom of her foot here with a 30 blade. These are doggy toothbrushes, but I just use these to keep the hair cleaned out because they do get jammed up in there, especially since I just oiled the blade and the blade is kind of wet. But as she dries, it'll stop jamming up. I'm going to shave around the base of her tail with a 7 blade, just about an inch of it. I'll shave the inside of her back legs with the 7 blade also. Nice and short back here. I'm shaving right under her tail with a 10 blade, which is very short, so it stays clean when she goes to the bathroom, because if you can imagine, everything sticks to their hair. I'm shaving out her underarms with a 10 blade. Her underarms are matted, imagine that. They always are. Not on her, but most dogs with long hair, because their arms are rubbing, you know, right there. And it gets matted. I shave her belly out with a 10 blade too. Take all this hair off. That stays nice and clean under here. I'm just brushing her tail out. That just thins out her hair, so I don't have to pull on the tangles when I brush it out. Anywhere I find tangles, I just hit it with the thinning shears, and it thins it right out, and then I can brush it out. She doesn't like this. I don't know if you can tell, she's really pulling away. She doesn't want her tail brushed. But we don't have a choice. Excuse me. Hey, 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 hey. Stand. I can get my scissors and just trim up along the bottom. I trimmed the feet on this side over here, and I'm working my way around to this side. I'm just going over her legs one more time, and I'm going to trim up her feet and cut her nails. She seems really itchy. Like when I take the blade down her side, she's just shaking. She might have some allergies or something. All of her feet are trimmed up, her nails are cut. Just double checking this foot, make sure this is even over here. I'm also going to check, I think she's got a dew claw. Some dogs have dew claws and some dogs don't. Always have to check the front and the back for dew claws. Holding her ear out of the way, shaving down the side of her face. And go through her ear with my comb to check for any tangles. And I'm going to get my curved scissors and just trim along the bottom. I'm using my curved chunkers just to blend in the top of her ears to her head. Using my 30 blade just to shave out the corners of her eyes. Really lightly, I'm not scraping the skin. Also going to shave the inside of her ears with a 30 blade. And get all this hair out of the way so I can see what I'm doing when I clean her ears. Use my curved scissors just to trim up her eyes. Combing it all forward. Take my slicker brush and brush her face out. Of course it's matted. It's usually matted. So I kind of expect that. I'm going to splice through the mats on her face with my scissors, and they'll probably brush out. It's not too bad. I mean, if the mats are new, they usually aren't that tight yet and they brush right out. They're not that tight. Yeah, it's brushing right out. I'm going to trim up her beard pretty short. Her mother likes it on the shorter side. And she's almost done. Alright. Just going to comb it all down. And cut straight underneath. Just cutting off these hairs at the front of their mouth. They pull in that hair with their tongue, so just going to cut that away. I'm rounding off her beard with my curved scissors. She's a Bichon-Shih Tzu, and Bichons and Shih Tzus grow hair in their ears, and that needs to be pulled out. If not, moisture gets trapped in there and they can get ear infections. So, see all that hair? A lot of people say, well, can't you just shave it out? No, I cannot go in the ear hole and shave it out. So, don't ask me why. I'm going to go ahead and wipe her ears out with some ear cleaner. See how clean they are now? She's almost done. I'm going to go over her one more time with the 5 blade. Make sure there's no hairs out of place. She is ready to go. I'm going to take my curved chunkers and just make sure her face is even and her ears. She's ready. I'm going to spray on a little conditioner and wipe her off with a fragrance-free baby wipe. She still has a nice fluffy tail. Let me get a little bit of water and wipe her eyes out and dress her up. She is getting a dachshund bandana. It's got a little lace bow. Isn't that cute? Do you want to wear that? Yeah, I think she likes it. Hold on, let me get her collar. So I make the bandanas for all the dogs that are groomed here. And this one slips right over her collar. There it is. How cute is that? There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa.